I feel weird about the moon in Pisces because it is such a strange... You can be psychic. A lot of mediums have their moon in Pisces. And what it is that you're very much in touch with another realm, another place, the fourth dimension. You probably, with your moon in Pisces, are very interested in things like maybe the occult, witchcraft, serial killing, ghosts, demons, parapsychology. You are susceptible to a different kind of failure. A failure that happens because you don't fit into the normal mold. Being able to wrap their mind around something that doesn't exist for everybody else. It makes it very hard for them to live normal lives. These people are super creative. A lot of them have musical gifts. You have the great ability to be a creative genius. Pisces moon can become basically a product of their environment and what they allow their own minds to achieve. When your moon is in Pisces, you want to believe in people. You want to be able to trust them. And you find out that the world's not an easy place. It's not a safe place, and you can't trust everybody. So what happens in turn is you start to get very particular about your environment as you grow up. And I'm not saying it makes you disciplined. I'm not saying it gives you responsibilities. This is the opposite of Virgo people. This is not somebody who wants to go run errands. This is somebody who deeply inside wants to be a free spirit. They start shutting themselves off to the world that fucking destroyed them as children. You have to understand that that is totally anti-you. It is a product of you in the world. But it is not who you should be and who you are meant to be. You are meant to be this great, beautiful, creative, loving, nurturing person that lives in a little bit of a dream world. But sometimes you feel like you have to harden the fuck up. Maybe as you get older, you can start to see that you have all these amazing gifts for the exact same reason that you wear rose-colored glasses and your lovely outlook on life and your belief in humanity is based on your moon sign. You tend to give of yourself fully to another person. You want to believe in it because you do believe in connections and fate. You can actually stay in a bad situation for a very long time because you refuse to give up. As a world to you, whether or not you're still in that lunar Pisces mood where everything is beautiful, or if you're in the opposite, which happens a lot, where you think everything's shitty. A lot of lunar Pisces get to this point where they would rather escape at home, not necessarily all even into drugs, which can happen, or alcohol, which can happen, but they like to consider themselves better than that, and they might even escape into something higher. A higher power. If it's not a god, it might be some other sort of power. They are intuitive. Say I have a Pisces rising and I can sort of make myself become other people. When you have a moon in Pisces, your empathy and sympathy can transcend what I can do. I might feel somebody's emotions on this surface level and have this strong desire to help lost puppies. You can become lost puppies. You can actually feel the pain of others even if they're not around you. You take on the vibrations of the world around you. You are a true feeler in which you can become a true healer. What you bring to the world is so deep and incredible and so fucking unrealistic to everybody else, but for you, this stuff is real. You sometimes just know things. You can feel them. You can see on a different level than anybody else can. You don't get to choose what you are, what you were made for. That yes, you have an old soul, wise beyond your years. You've always been smarter than people even give you credit for or treat you. They say Pisces is the trash can of the zodiac, and as a children, you might have been treated as such. People might take advantage of you. And it might turn you cold and hard. Those things that you picked up as a child, that you saw what people were doing to you and you still gave of yourself, isn't something that you should ever get rid of. And by shutting that off, by deciding that all of a sudden you don't want to be that person, you're denying who you are. You're not being that person you were as a child. You're not being that bright, beautiful being that was created for so much more than even this world understands. If you have your moon in Pisces, cherish it. Understand what it is. And use it. Use it for creative good, for psychic good, for intuitiveness, for the good of all the power that you possess inside of you that people can't see because they don't understand.